Good morning, and thank God it's Friday. It's another Friday that's filled with uncertainty. It's filled with rumors of fear, and within it all, there is also hope for the positive minds. Again, this Drive Time Live is brought to you by Ivanetti After School and Tutoring Services, a place for information gathering, dissemination, and learning. So if you are in that search, if you are looking for information of guidance to propel you along the way that knowledge serves, then give me a call. I may be reached at 914-447-1819. Again, it's Ray Johnson at 914-447-1819. Again, it's Friday, and it's Friday the 13th. And there is so much out there that it's so hard to focus on any one thing. Because of the fear that's populating our minds today, concentration for those who are overpowered by this fear may be a problem. Because fear brings on all kinds of different things that only have one objective, and is to derail. So this is going to move us away from a path that needs our concentration. The coronavirus that's out there, of course, it's real, it's a fact, because I am one who relies on the CDC, the medical authority, to give the information in a concise way to help us to gear ourselves, or to prepare ourselves to for the avoidance of problems. But if that were the way most people look at it, then the fear factor would have been, greatly minimized. But whenever politics comes into play, then fear is the undercurrent for most political agendas. I hope, though, that those people who continue to tout that they have nothing to do with politics, they will realize, or they acknowledge the reasons, would come home to you saying that your lives are governed by politics. If I know some may not be really in tune with economics and the happenings on the Wall Streets of the world. And if you can just listen for a minute, you'll realize that the dollar, the economy, is set by the fears on Wall Street. Now, how does that affect you? It does. Because based on the value, the devaluation or whatever of a dollar, cost of living will vary in accordance with the movement. I can remember days gone by when before coming to the States, it was $1 and change for a US dollar. We could have afforded a few things. I'm not saying life was not hard or life was not difficult, but because our economy was in a better standing, we were able to live on a salary that's of no numerical match to what the salaries are in Jamaica now. Because the dollar has, the Jamaican dollar, I can speak of Jamaica, Jamaican dollar has no value as referenced by international currency. So, although there are many facets, although there are many areas that can be cited for the reasons for this downtrend, we also have to bring it into our mind, have it entered our minds that politics, governance is what have created most of these problems. If I know I don't have time to go through most of these things, but if you think about the IMF with Jamaica and the World Bank and see the way the political arena has been instrumental in the destruction of our economy, then you should start thinking that they play a great role in the way we live. You talk about, I don't know, the what you call it now, the minimum wage in Jamaica, but let's say it's $8,000. I was in Jamaica like 2 years ago, and I was driving a Vega, and I stopped at the service station in Alexandria, and when I asked the attendant to fill me up, it took $8,000. $8,000, and it was not empty. And I said to myself, how can a person who works minimum wage afford to drive a car? There may be ways, but I am just using what your income as it relates to spending. So politics Government, those are the people in charge, the governing bodies. These are the people who set our standard of living. Why am I going there? It is on us to realize that the fear that's driven, the fear that's propagated, it is for a reason. I don't want anybody to minimize the fact that the coronavirus exists. But in combination with the fear factor, the dangers or the danger gets magnetized greatly. So we need to make note of those who want to capitalize on our ignorance, or some of us ignorance. We need to make note and act accordingly. And again, politics drives our lives. We have what's called a vote, and we have to utilize that vote to generate the kind of lifestyle that we're looking for. So don't sit back. Get involved. Know that politics is a major factor in our lifestyle, and make do on pushing towards those that favor the way you would like to live. Again, it's Drive Time Live. It's brought to you by Ivan Etienne After School and Tutoring Services. This is Ray. I may be reached at 914-447-1819. Again, it's Ray at 914-447-1819. Have a great weekend. And thank Jah, it's Friday. One love and Jah guide.